Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Amusement Weekly. This week I'm going to be talking to you about Universal Studios, Cedar Point, Merlin Entertainment, and the Darkside Haunted House out on Long Island. Alright, so first thing I'm going to talk to you about is Universal Studios. Well, it looks like that Universal Studios has approved something. And what's that, Bill? Well, they approved a budget. Oh, how nice. For $1.5 billion. Yes. Not for 1 year, but this is a 10-year plan. Don't need two hands for that. Or one hand, one foot. Anyway, moving on. So, apparently about the first 650 million's already been spent. And that includes London and the new Transformers ride. Which hasn't been announced, but, you know, they put up like a ticker that counts down the days till the announcement. Well, it's named Transformers. So anyway, moving on. That means after that there's 800 million left over for the next few years, 10 years. So we can expect to see something maybe go up in like the Dr. Seuss area, or a possible revival of Jurassic Park. I don't know. I heard there's rumors of a new Jurassic Park movie. Don't know how true they are, but maybe that's what's gonna happen. Like, new dinosaurs, they can walk like humans and build cars. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I'm done with that. I'm gonna move right into Cedar Point. Cedar Point, for the Windseeker, tracks started showing up at the location. That's it. Nothing else to say. And then last, Merlin Entertainment for Legoland has broke ground in New York. Hooray! A year-round Legoland is being built in New York. Alright. So that's that for now. That's all the 2 little news stories and 3 little news stories. Because now I gotta talk to you about the Darkside Haunted House. Alright? It's one of my favorite on Long Island, and I really enjoy it. It's a really well put together haunted house. But I just want to point one thing out before I start this all, because I'm going to bash their radio ad. And so I drive to work every day and I listen to their radio ad, and they're like, 8 new attractions, movie quality sets, and I'm like, okay. So that's the thing I'm thinking when I go to this place. Now when I show up, it sets a really good mood, first of all. It's very quiet, in the middle of a field. It's like a barn, and it's kind of dimly lit around the area, so it kind of really adds to the very creepiness. So that's a good plus. Okay. Now we go wait on the line, and there's a line like a half hour long, and you're in front of the building, and there's a gargoyle up front. He's like shooting smoke. So it's cool. Really good. It's really good at setting the mood, I guess you can say. Okay. So now you walk in to the front entrance, and that's where you purchase your ticket. It's $20, and then they say 2 attractions or something. I don't know where 2 attractions came from 8 from the radio ad, but whatever. So you walk through the first attraction, which is a village. It's like a haunted village, and it's really done nice. You know, it's long and sweeping, and they got all the scare points set up really well. You know, you don't really know what's coming next. I mean, when I go to the haunted houses, I'm always looking for the person. It's like, for me, I'm playing Where's Waldo Live. Looking for the scare actors and all that stuff. And this haunted house, I could say, I have a hard time finding them, which is nice. And then the tricks also catch you off guard, you know, the air blast and something going boo. But you make it through this little village that they have set up, and it's done nice. And the actors in there, you could tell they really care about what they do, because they'll like remember your name as you walk through. Like if you accidentally, someone goes, "Oh, Paul, why'd you make me come here?" And he'll go, "Oh, Paul, wanna be my girlfriend?" And you freak out and you run, and like 10 minutes later, not 10 minutes, like a few minutes later, you make it to the other end of the haunted house, or haunted walk-through outdoors, and there's that same guy, and he's like, "Hey, Paul, I'm gonna take you home to my mama." So apparently they're rednecks too. I didn't know they existed on Long Island, but alright. So then you make it through this haunted village, and then you just stop. And you don't really exit the haunted village, you just go up to a place where there's a bunch of people standing around. And you're like, okay, I guess we're forced to go on the second haunted attraction immediately. So it's like, almost like, what's that movie called? The Human Centipede? You know how there's like no end to the person, they just went like ass to mouth, like they were sewn together. That's messed up, but that's what it was like. You know, you get out, you don't even exit it, and you're already in the next one. But in between is like a kind of like medium where you just stand there and wait for people. So then you get to talk. There's a person telling you what you should and shouldn't do inside the haunted house, which blew my mind because I already walked through half of it, and now they're going to tell me the rules. And then the girl was like begging, like saying, oh, please vote for our haunted house to be the best on Long Island. I'm like, girl, you're ruining the experience. You're begging us to say it's good. The haunted house is good on its own. Why are you begging me? You just totally, it's like you dressed all creepily, you got the blood coming out, and you did all like your spiel, kind of like tried half decently creepy, and then you're like, and then on the news day, make sure you vote for the best. And it's like, come on. Anyway, after that, you go inside the haunted house. The second attraction. So you walk in, and it starts off by going in an elevator. And it's just, you stand in front in a room, and they move the wall across the front of the elevator, and then you walk out and you're somewhere different. Alright? And you start walking around. The sets are awesome. I mean, I've been in haunted houses where the sets are over the top, crazy, and it just takes away. These, it's not really like you're being swamped with your visuals. You look around, you see things, and you can actually absorb like what they are. You like, this is a sarcophagus, and then you can see the detail on the sarcophagus, and it's like, wow, this is impressive. This place does care a lot about their sets, and it's just not covered in gore everywhere. So, which is also another good thing. You know, gore is great for a haunted house, but when there's excess, it just takes away. You're like, all right, there's blood, and you get used to it. This, they kept it a little different. They did have some tricks inside. They had a room where you walk in, and there's a guy in there, and he's telling you, like, turn left, turn right, and you're like going through like a maze, but it's no maze. It's just sheets hanging off the ceiling, and it was interesting. And then they had like the smushy floor, and then like things and body bags and stuff like that. I think there was body bags. I've been to too many, I can't remember anymore. But it was good. One other thing that I thought was great about the venue itself is that it was in a barn. So what happens is, it was made of wood, and the roof goes like this, to a point, okay? Now these other haunted houses I've gone in are steel buildings, and they've got a flat roof. A little angle, but it's made basically flat. Now what's bad about those is that sound, high frequencies, travel up and they travel down, and they travel up and they travel down off the ceiling, and it makes a very loud experience. This wood and how the building's designed kept the attraction itself quiet. I mean, it wasn't like pin drop quiet, but it was quiet enough where I didn't have to yell to my friends to say, hey, where are you guys? Maybe this is the loudest I had to communicate with them, alright? So that was great. And then I remember there's one room, you know, you're doing the Where's Waldo thing, you walk in and there's a bunch of clowns on the walls, and you're like, oh, one of these guys is a clown that's alive, and the others are all fake, and you don't know which one it is, and then, you know, I got scared, because I hate clowns. So yeah, overall, I just like to say, Darkside Haunted House, if you're in the area, go visit it. Movie quality sets, I don't understand what it means by that on the radio, and when they said 8 attractions, I had no clue. Maybe I have no clue what they were talking about there. So, the radio ads, bull, but the attraction itself is great. So, other than that girl pandering to us, which was terrible. Whoa. This has gone a little bit longer than I expected. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you got to hear something interesting that you usually don't hear about haunted houses. I don't know. But that's the night. That's it. Goodbye. Subscribe, rate, comment. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Imager. I don't have any of those, just Facebook. Good night.